in flashes of color, manipulate objects with their tentacles, rather. Oh God. Tentacles, everybody, don't get excited here. Octopus can even escape from their tanks at night, with some research saying so. So it's pretty interesting. Chris is not going to be able to gather himself here. Tentacles.
Tentacles. Say it very slowly. Tentacles. Woo!
Tentacles. Keep it. Say it slowly.
Yeah. You're the only you need one that I need to talk to.
Welcome to the Rhythm Section, a Memphis music podcast produced by SRP Studios Podcasting, srpstudiosllc.com.
Catch new episodes every Tuesday morning on Apple and Spotify, 6 p.m. Central on YouTube and Facebook, and 7:30 p.m. on radio-memphis.com.
And follow us at therhythmsectionpod.com for all of our channel links and episodes. All right, back in studio.
Tentacles.
It's like nothing ever happened.
I know.
What's up, Jeff?
Man, good to be back.
Good to be back, for sure. So, yeah, and we just had our first interview back in the studio with one Steve Taylor, which is going to be our feature interview today. You know him from Generation X and now our little pet project, Back in Time.
Yep.
So we'll get more into how that interview went. It was Mo better. That'll make sense later.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jeff, dude, we're back in studio. It feels so much better. Zoom was fun.
Yeah.
And it's brought up some ideas that we can do in addition to our traditional thing here, but nothing really captures like in person.
The only thing that I wish we could do here that you're able to do on Zoom is more people.
Yeah.
It would be great if we had enough room, table, mics, cameras to have 8 people in here.
Right, exactly.
It would be insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't do that here in the studio. But Zoom gives us that capability. But being face-to-face, nothing beats it.
The flexibility of Zoom is amazing. You just do it from your own home.
Yeah.
So that's definitely nice, and which would mean if we did a full band or just several people,
right?
God, it's so much easier to coordinate. Everyone could just do it from their own place, their own home. So, but good to be back. The studio's been open for a couple weeks now.
Right.
I've just been slowly kind of ramping things back up.
Right.
But now in terms of my clients, it's back to business like usual. Now we're back to business like usual.
Give people a little bit of an update on your broken leg issue.
Okay.
I know things are healing.
Yes.
But it is a long road.
It is. So I just started PT on the 3rd.
What's that like? If you wanted to punch somebody in the face?
No, it was really just assessing the mobility of it. But everything is healing great.
Good.
The incision's healing well. The swelling that is there is to be expected still.
Okay.
That's gone down to every week's better and better.
Cool.
The best news, the best part of it is I'm allowed to put 25% of my weight on my foot.
Which at this point is about 230 pounds.
That's right. Very hard to gauge, too. No, it's true. Shit, man. I've been laying down for 2 months. And I was already fat before that.
No, I'm right there with you, brother.
So now I'm still on crutches, but it's just a different approach.
Right.
You know, I don't have to do the swing and hop thing. It's just I can walk, but when I put my left foot down, I just kind of let the boot roll and just kind of roll through the crutches, and it's so much better now. It's been a relief.
Did you have to get used to the armpit thing with your crutches?
I never had that issue.
Oh, God,
It's my hands. You can't see the calluses I have on my hands are pretty intense. But
well, the one time I had to use them because I broke my foot, excuse me, my armpits were so sore from the crutches just pushing up in there. Oh, it was miserable.
No, I was putting all my weight on the hands and the grip. So.
And I probably should have been, but, you know.
Is what it is, man. You know, you hope that you never have to use crutches. But,
right.
And was coming up the steps to the studio before. I didn't need to be cleared to do that, but no one said go for it.
Right.
And it turns out the way I was doing it was okay.
Okay.
So then when I finally sat or worked with my PT guy, my therapist, he showed me how to go up and down steps, and I was like, okay, yeah, pretty similar to what I was doing already. So now I can go up and down these steps guilt-free in a sense where before I felt like I was like breaking a rule here. Like, no, Derrick, you shouldn't be doing this.
Well,
probably shouldn't have been. But now I can. Now I know I can.
Yeah.
So
just don't freaking trip.
I know.
That would be terrible.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the butt slide down. But well, real quick before we break into the ad break here, and this comes up in the interview with Steve, but because you guys are in the same band together with Gen X, you guys had I always like asking you about when you do a debut show or you debut at a new venue for the band, right? And you guys played where last night as we record this?
The Orleans in the Ville.
All right, then that was on
Collierville.
the 4th.
Yeah,
last night for us.
Yep.
So, yeah, man.
Brand new venue for us. Unfortunately, there were a ton of things going on in Collierville.
Yeah.
So our crowd was very slim, but I am told by many people that place usually is packed. Yeah. Usually has a really great crowd, but there was stuff going on the square. There was football game. There was just a lot of stuff.
Yeah. In the past, I've been there to see a band. And
you and I went there to see Thump Daddy.
What we did, didn't we?
Yeah, we were there for Thump Daddy.
Yeah.
And it was packed.
Yeah.
And we sat in a booth. Mm-hmm. If you remember, the booths aren't there anymore.
Okay.
They're gone now. It's
just all tables
and chairs. Yeah.
Tables and chairs. Oh my. Well, that's good.
But it was we had a blast. They loved us, which is always a good feeling, when people don't come up to you and say you guys suck. So, yeah.
My new favorite sound. You guys are going to get sick of it?
No, it's all good. Thanks. So huge thanks to them for having us.
Yeah.
And, they said they would love to have us back, so we'll make that happen next year, I hope.
Sounds good. Well, let's get things going here.
Let's do it.
Bam. We're going to kick things off with Area 51.
I'm afraid you're just too darn loud.
Which is one of the premier bands in Memphis and North Mississippi, bringing you songs from classic artists such as STP, Boston, Edgar Winter Group,
nice,
and the Eurythmics. Keep It Goth with Davy Dave's Butt Broth. Brought to you by the Always Dewy Joshing Corporation.
That was new. I wasn't expecting butt broth. Saturday, October the 11th, Josh and Lance will be appearing with Elevation Memphis, a Tina Turner tribute experience. Easy for you to say. At Lafayette's. That's 5 to 8 p.m., followed by Area 51, 9 p.m. to midnight.
That's right.
So yeah, some of those guys will be
double duty,
working all night long.
Yeah.
Wednesday, October 15th, Knucklehead's Sidecar on Whitten.
I forgot to put the band in there.
Well, I figured it was Area 51.
Oh, it is. Wow, brain fart. Because for a minute I'm like, oh, this is the musician's booking agency ad read. And I don't see a band name. Sorry, guys.
Things are back to normal.
That's
people.
right. Area 51 on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
On October 15th, Knucklehead Sidecar in Whitten. Woo! And then go back to the night of the 11th when they are doing the Tina show and Area 51 show.
Okay.
At Lafayette's is going to be a video production company. They're on site to make an EPK.
Nice.
So they would really love it if the dance floor was packed and the place was full. Follow Area 51 on Facebook at Area 51 Memphis. Moving on. DeSoto Local is a digital advertising network throughout DeSoto County. They have moved the outdoor billboard concept indoors to high-traffic areas, connecting local businesses to their customers.
Their indoor billboards are in popular places all over town. These screens display full-motion ads about the business hosting the screen, ads for local businesses in the area, and relevant local content.
Advertise your business now with DeSoto Local. Contact Brandy Faulkner today at 901-831-3212 and visit DeSotoLocal.biz for more information. Bands, pay attention. Are you ready to take your show to the next level? Well, David Griffin Audio brings big sound, bright lights, flames, and sparks to every event.
Experience the largest QSC system in the area with David Griffin Audio. No job is too big or small. Follow on Facebook at David Griffin Audio for updates.
Call 901-299-1344 or email davidgriffinaudio@gmail.com. Bring the energy, bring the show, David Griffin Audio. More Loud proudly pays tribute to the king of surf guitar,
Not to
Dick
be confused
Dale.
with Mo Better.
Mo Better. Mo Better guitarist Jason Moore captures Dale's signature sound with aggressive, fast, and highly rhythmic playing, featuring rapid alternate picking, heavy reverb, and a powerful staccato attack that define Dick Dale's sound. And he's out there at car shows.
Yep.
He posts videos of him and his band. Now
So
he's got
cool.
a full band. He's playing these car shows, and you'll understand when you listen to it that, it's a certain sound for sure.
And it needs to be outdoors, honestly.
For sure. But it sounds amazing.
Yeah. In addition to honoring Dick Dale, More Loud performs instrumental rock and roll versions of classics like Smoke on the Water, Louie Louie, and House of the Rising Sun, all infused with that unmistakable Dick Dale energy.
More Loud is booking for weekends and outdoor shows and car shows. Visit moreloud.com for booking, music updates, and more. That's MOORELOUD.com.
See baby, play, see baby.
Sebastian Haynes, everybody. Courtesy of him and his music abilities. He gifted this song to us last season, and now it is the theme music for the Musicians Booking Agency. So, are you looking for the best live music in Memphis? Well, yeah. The Musicians Booking Agency connects top bands with the city's hottest venues. Whether you're booking talent or looking for gigs, they have got you covered.
I can see Mark Holt dancing to this.
He's got to have the fanny pack on,
Yeah,
though.
I got to. Follow on Facebook at the Memphis, at the Musicians Booking Agency for updates on upcoming shows and new artists.
Contact Steve Owens at 901-870-6846.
Shows coming up Friday, October the 10th. Gen X, my guys, at Lucky Dog. We're there 8 to midnight. And then you got the Boneyard at Lafayette's 9 to 12.
9 to 12. Lafayette's is the place to be, am I right? That night? Don't go see Gen X. Go see the Boneyard.
Thanks. That's probably what people are going to do.
And Saturday, October 11th, you get your mom's new boyfriend at TJ Mulligan's 64, and then 901 Rocks at Knucklehead's Sidecar. That's it. That's all he gave us this week. That's it.
That's it.
Short and sweet.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, Steve Taylor.
The one and only.
The one and only Steve Taylor. And to this day, I so much struggle with his name. Shocker. I always want to say Steven Tyler.
Really?
Always.
I'm like, how do you screw that name up? It's one
Steven
of the
Tyler,
easiest ones.
Steve Taylor.
Yeah,
You don't see that?
No, I see it now.
So I'm always like Steve.
I can see clearly.
Steven. Because if I say Steven, Tyler is following it immediately.
Yeah.
But no, Steve Taylor, great guitar player, great guy.
He is.
Very nice person.
Pretty sexy, too.
Very sexy.
Yeah.
And, oops. And I now have the pleasure of working with him in Back in Time.
Yeah.
But as we talk about in this interview, the first time I met him and saw him play, it was an earlier rendition of Chasing Angels.
Mm-hmm.
And then really got to know him better because then he joined Generation X.
Yep.
And we discovered he's been in the band, about a year now?
A little over a year.
A little over a year.
Yeah.
And who was the guy before him again?
Jeff Cobble.
Inside jokes left and right here.
We love Cobble.
Cobble's Mo Better.
He knows it. He is Mo Better.
He's much more better. And so we start off because both Jeff and I were very curious as we've got to know Steve.
Yeah.
He is a nuclear pharmacist.
Right.
What on earth is that?
Right.
So we go into that a bit, but then as we do, we go through his history and where he's from, when he started playing, early bands, his influences. He's done a lot of work with Stephen Haynes, Josh's father, in a band called Night Call, and for one hot minute in a band called Fret Not, which included you.
It did.
And you guys did what, 2 shows?
Yeah. Ernestine and Hazel's.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a fun place to play.
It is. It's different.
Wild place.
Yeah, wild.
Go up if you've never been there. Go there, have a soul burger, and then go upstairs and go check that place out.
Go see where all the prostitutes killed people.
All kinds of stuff up there. Yeah, I mean, you got right to the point there on that one. But yeah. So Steve brought some fun. We had a good time, and let's get to it.
Let's do
shall we? Let's try to keep this record level short. I think we're at 15 minutes so far.
That's cool. I gotta go home and go to sleep. I played last night. I got like 3.5 hours of sleep. So.
Alrighty, where are we at here?
Big Note music lessons.
That's right.
Would you like me to take over?
Yeah, let's switch it up. You do Big Note, I'll do Radio Memphis.
Big Note Music Lessons offers one-on-one and group lessons for guitar, bass, keys, drums, and vocals. Try a free lesson with no obligation. Visit BigNoteMusicLessons.com. It's not just a clever name. Complete the submission form for your free lesson.
And start your Radio Memphis day with In the Morning with Rick and Monica from 9:30 to 2 p.m. Central for a crazy, wild, insane ride of fun segments like News from the Stupid, That Guy, This Guy, Crime Time, and more better. Radio-Memphis.com.
Thank you to all, and we can't, look, time for zero bullshit here.
Listen up, people.
Thank you to everyone who's donated to this podcast in any way. Don't care how you did it.
Yes.
Thank you. You can donate to our tip bucket by clicking our Venmo and CashApp links in the description, or search the Rhythm Section Pod on either app, and we can't thank you enough.
Yes,
because we wouldn't be here doing this if you didn't do that.
For real. And again, you heard all the sponsors in the ad break.
Yep.
They all came back.
Yep.
So we're just grateful for all of it.
And we're always looking for more.
That's right. Yeah.
You guys want a sponsor? Come on.
Well, we're always wanting to be more better. Better. You guys will understand that joke
in a minute
in the interview, we promise. And we'll end with follow us at therhythmsectionpod.com. Trust me, that's where you go for everything. All our links, all our channels, back catalog, it's all there. Therhythmsectionpod.com. And make sure you go out and see a band this weekend.
Absolutely.
Coming up. Go support some people. We read off some dates.
Yep.
But there's plenty of other bands and venues out there.
Yeah, man.
Find something that you like.
If you like tribute bands, holy crap, this town's full of them. I mean, there's so many that have fired up and are just killing it.
Yeah, so.
Doobie Brothers.
Doobie Brothers.
Isn't there?
Or
No.
The one band that isn't.
Yeah.
We got a Motel California. We've got Trouble No More.
Who are
Allman Brothers.
Oh, I knew it was a brother.
The Brothers, yeah. I don't want to forget any, but while I'm going here, play some Skinnerd.
Yeah.
Of course, Elevation Memphis, the Tina Turner Tribute Experience.
Fleetwood Mac.
Landslide, Back in Time.
Yeah.
Heartless.
Yes.
Almost Elton.
Yes.
Pulse for Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
Man, and I know I'm forgetting some. I'm sorry to any out there that we're forgetting.
Not intentional.
But there's a plethora of good bands, good musicians covering specific artists, and it's awesome. All right, time for us to shut up.
Yep.
Please enjoy our interview with Steve Taylor from Generation X and Back in Time.
See ya.
Jeff, back in studio. Check it out.
I
know you've already watched our intro, which was back in the studio, but our first interview back in the studios since June.
This feels weird.
With our good friend, Mr. Steve Taylor in the house, everybody.
Thank you.
Of Gen X fame.
Yes.
Now,
very, very famous.
Now Back in Time fame.
Yeah.
Back in Time.
Yes.
That's right.
We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff.
I just did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Jeff has COVID. And we still let him in. He's coughing a lot. So
we will not have
COVID
the
after this.
but I do have a cough that has set in.
So to those that listen with earbuds, apologies ahead of time, because he insists on
sucking on one of these.
Ricola.
Easy, big fella.
Easy, big fella.
Easy now.
Easy.
What you gonna do?
Big fella. But yeah, so if you hear gross sounds in your ear, I am sorry.
Yeah.
He's not.
We're not advanced enough yet to have a cough button.
This is your cough button.
Fuck you, asshole.
So welcome to the show, Steve.
Thank you.
Breaking you right in.
Yeah, right in. There we go. Just right there.
Don't show this to any of the people at church.
I was about to say, my mom probably is going to watch this, but it's okay. You know,
Sorry.
It's all right.
Mama Taylor. What's your mom's name?
Ann.
Sorry, Ann.
Yeah, she's good.
We are fond of your son, Ann. He's awesome. Yeah. But in real time, we are filming this on Sunday, October 5th. You guys, together with Generation X, had a debut show at the Roxy, I believe. No,
The whiskey.
the whiskey. Yeah. No, at New Orleans in the Ville.
The Orleans.
The Orleans in the Ville.
I think it means New Orleans.
I'll never get it right.
Yeah.
But
No, the Orleans in the Ville.
It's Rock House Live, Collierville.
yeah, exactly.
That's what everybody knows it as. So.
Yeah, but the owner specifically told me last night, we are not Rock House Live Collierville. We are the Orleans in the Ville. But we had a good show, good time.
Yeah, it was a great show. There weren't a ton of people there, but it was
less than a dozen.
It was one of those shows where you seem to be hitting on all cylinders and everything's happening, and it sounded great. And I'm like, man, I wish a few more people heard this.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that happens when you have such a great drummer.
Yeah, it really is.
Now, did you set up on the stage?
I did set up right in front of the fireplace, but over to the side. That way, Kevin Koss could take center, and I was to his right.
It was nice because John Austin was right next to Kevin Koss on the riser, which was about a foot.
Right.
And then he was the same level as Kevin and I on the edges, So he got to see.
Nice.
I'm glad you made the short joke.
I'm not allowed to make those kinds of jokes. I don't know them well enough, but bandmates, sure, go right ahead.
No holds
I mean,
barred.
as you also know, because you're with us and back in time.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it is wall-to-wall dick jokes every rehearsal.
Yeah, and there is no lack of picking on one another either.
Sophomoric humor, as my wife would call it.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, Ann, right?
No, my wife is Melissa.
No, your mom's name.
Ann.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
so
Yes,
again,
yes.
sorry, Ann, for these bad words we say.
But we had a great time. We loved playing there. It was fun.
Yeah. I love the location because it's like literally 8 minutes from my house.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Unlike all these other shows down here in South Haven, that's so close to you
In
guys.
this podcast way down here.
In this podcast, yeah.
Southern Hernando.
I have gotten very familiar with the loop there. The what is it? 385 or 269 or whatever.
269 is great.
Yeah,
269 is awesome. But
yeah.
So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You have now been initiated.
Wow,
You're jumping through the ring of fire.
Yeah, to be asked to be a part of this.
Into a burning ring of fire.
Well, gosh, like we said, currently you're in a couple projects we mentioned, and then you've had previous, Chasing Angels. That's when I first saw you play.
Yeah,
we'll get to that. The previous incarnation of Chasing Angels. You worked a lot with Stephen Haynes.
Yes, sir. Yes,
one Josh Haynes' father.
Yes,
and then
Josh, I am your father.
it was called Night Call, right?
Yes.
All right. But let's go to where you're from. You're from Elizabethtown, Kentucky?
Kentucky, yes. E-Town, as we like to say, if you're from the Elizabethtown area.
E-Town.
E-Town.
That sounds very
E-Town.
hip.
Yes.
Yeah, it does. It sounds...
It's 45 miles south of Louisville.
Okay.
And that is the correct way to pronounce Louisville if you're a Kentuckian.
It's not Louisville?
It's not Louisville.
Louisville?
It's not Louisville. It is Louisville.
Louisville.
It's always been Louisville to me, but whatever.
Louisville. It's one of those things. Yeah.
That's
so
cool.
we would, E-Town's about, I think it's about 70,000 people maybe.
Okay.
So all the big shows and stuff would go to Louisville, and we would drive up there and see all the big shows and whatnot. So
like the big arena there is like Kentucky Fried Chicken Arena, something like that.
I think
Isn't
it's
it
that
KFC?
now. Yeah, it wasn't called that before. Yeah,
It is.
but yeah. Actually, Louisville and Memphis are very similar in size, and I think Louisville is the headquarters for UPS, whereas FedEx is here in Memphis.
Oh, cool.
So it's they're very, very similar cities.
Very close in proximity, considering the size of the country.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what, you went to college, I believe. Is that what made you move out of E-Town?
Yes. Well, actually, our family moved to Jackson, Tennessee, the summer before my senior year of high school, which was not ideal, really.
That's rough.
I don't want to. The whole story is my dad was sick. He had Crohn's disease, which back then, it's an inflammatory bowel disease.
Yeah.
And they don't have the treatments. They didn't have them back then that they do now. Yeah. And so he battled that like my whole life pretty much. And so it fell to my mom to really kind of support us. And she had the gift of sales, and she could sell ice to an Eskimo.
Nice.
And so she wound up selling like life insurance and that kind of thing to people. It was health insurance supplements is what it was.
Okay.
And she did real well with that, and she got a promotion to be the state director of Tennessee. Damn. And to do that, you needed to live in Tennessee. So we moved.
Okay. Yeah, I have a very close friend that has Crohn's. Man, he goes through it.
Yeah, and they've got a lot of new treatments out now for it, which is great. But back in the day,
so
not so much.
Bridge us from Jackson to Memphis.
Okay, so college. I graduated in '87, then went to college at a small Christian college in Searcy, Arkansas, called Harding University, and I was pre-pharmacy. My soon-to-be wife, Melissa. Shout out to you.
What's up, Melissa?
Yeah, gotta throw her my.
Don't say I gotta throw her a bone.
I got no. I'm not gonna do that. No, she is.
What'd you say?
All right.
Yeah, so we met there.
You're welcome, Melissa.
It's like she's at our rehearsal.
That's right. Yeah. So, but we met there at Harding, and she was studying. Well, it was called speech pathology at the time. Now it's called communication sciences and disorders.
Okay.
Speech pathology, audiology, kind of branch off of that. Speech path.
So, like helping with diction, people that have speech impediments.
That
Melissa, we need to connect.
This whole podcast.
Oh my
God. She wound up going the audiology route, which is hearing.
Oh, that's right. We've talked about that. Yeah. So she's with like hearing aids, and
so she works at Baptist Women's now.
Okay.
And she does like nerve monitoring during surgeries and things like that, and tests newborns that don't initially pass their hearing screening, that kind of thing. So, but anyway, so we met there, and we wound up getting married in 1990, and I started pharmacy school here in Memphis, and she started her graduate program for audiology here in Memphis as well. So that's how we wound up in Memphis.
Wow, 35 years ago.
I know,
man.
Yeah.
So you're a resident of Memphis.
Yes. Yeah. We say we're from Memphis now.
Yeah. One of those things. Yeah.
Well, we're not going to just skip over what you do either. Because you're not just a pharmacist.
Yeah, what's your title?
Okay, I am a nuclear pharmacist.
So what on earth are we supposed to be ingesting nuclear medicines?
Well,
is that what it sounds like?
So nuclear is a very small
it's
specialty
like atoms.
of
small
pharmacy, a small specialty of pharmacy.
I would say so.
Very, very small.
So you're not at Walgreens.
Not at Walgreens.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah. So most people are familiar with how X-rays are and that kind of thing, how they work. I tell people nuclear medicine is kind of like an inside-out X-ray, and I'll explain that a little. Back in the old days, you would have film back with an X-ray machine. They would shoot radiation through, say you're X-raying your arm. They would shoot radiation through your arm, and it would expose the film behind it.
Gotcha.
Where the radiation hits bone, it stops, and it doesn't expose the film. Where it hits soft tissue, it goes on through and exposes the film. So you get a reverse image of the bone.
Yep.
Well, in nuclear medicine, which is what a nuclear pharmacist does, we provide the radioactive drugs that hospitals use. Yeah. Mind blown, right?
Well, no, the medicine exploded.
We provide the drugs for nuclear medicine scans for hospitals and clinics. So we deal with hospitals, diagnostic clinics, and that kind of thing. We don't have anybody that walks in off the street and says, "Hey, I need me some radioactive drugs." You know? nobody says that. You know,
if we get anything for this cough,
if we get somebody at our door knocking on our door, they are lost or they're an inspector. You know, we don't really.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just had a lot of X-rays recently. Are those still like the old school way that you explained?
Well,
I didn't see. Yeah.
So there's a nuclear medicine department in all the hospitals and stuff right next to X-ray and MRI and that kind of thing. And then instead of shooting radiation through you, we inject a small radioactive tracer into the patient, and then it localizes in like their bone or whatever organ system.
I did not get any shots.
You probably didn't get anything like that. With something just like a broken leg like you've got there. There are other modalities that can cover that. You know, so I work in a clean room in a pharmacy. Off, down near 240.
So you're wearing one of those hazmat suits?
Yeah, I like. It's not hazmat, but it's like a lab coat.
For Halloween, you need to be Walter White.
That's it. Yeah,
yeah, there we go. That would work.
Some Breaking Bad shit right there.
There you go.
Well, now let's talk music.
Okay.
All right. Now that we've covered that, you got your first guitar as a Christmas gift, correct?
Yes, I did. Okay, so back in E-Town. My best friend, John Foltz, shout out John Foltz.
You're a good man, John.
Yeah,
I don't know who he is.
He was like, "Man, we need to learn how to play guitar. You know, that would be so much fun if we learned that."
How old are you in '85? I'm going to age your ass right now.
I was like 15.
So a teenager.
I think.
Okay, teenager.
Yeah, teenager. And my parents gave me guitar lessons like when I was 5 or 6. I was like really little.
It didn't stick.
And it was just this acoustic guitar that I went like maybe I don't even remember necessarily going to the lessons. I just remember having the guitar.
L.S. Tapario, Siberiano, or whatever on TV.
Yeah.
With the little hat.
But so he got to talking about, it's like, it'd be really fun to play guitar. So we knew some friends that kind of played, and I got one of my buddies to show me just a power chord. You know, it's like, how do you even do stuff? You know, and he showed me a power chord. And he said, you can kind of move this all over the neck. You know, it's 2 strings. They're two frets apart and one down of each other. And he said, you can just kind of just about play most everything with that. Yep. And so I got to where I could do that on that acoustic. And it was funny because I had one of those old just boom boxes, and they had a mic input that was the same size as a headphone jack. Wow. And so I put a headphone jack into the mic input, and so one of the side acted like a microphone, and I put the headphones around the guitar, and I cranked up the box, and I would play, and it sounded like I was playing electric guitar.
And then it blew up.
It
just exploded.
Yeah. So I got to I invented my own electric guitar out of that acoustic.
Look at you, man.
And
see, I told you, you're smarter than me. You're innovative.
Well, it was one of those things that, I think my parents said, well, he's obviously interested in this because he's figuring out how to make it happen. So they went and got me a guitar.
Cool. And an amp, a proper amp.
And an amp, yes.
Nice.
Yes.
And that's why your tone is so great today.
Yeah,
because of the way you put the headphones.
Because I put the headphones on.
Yeah.
No, so they bought me that, and
what kind of guitar was it?
It's a Dayon, which is a Japanese-made guitar in the early '80s, and it was kind of built to compete with the Gibson SGs. It's got a kind of a thinner neck on the end. It's a through body.
Is it a short scale?
No, it's regular. It was a perfect guitar for me to learn, and it's a quality guitar.
You still have it?
I still have it. Nice. I play it. I put a Kaler tremolo on it when I was in high school. And I still have it. I gig with it still sometimes. Cool. But it's one of those things that's like, if the house is burning down and you can run in, and after obviously my wife is out of the house, I would run in
smart
and
very smart
and get my day on probably.
Your day on.
Yeah.
Then get your day on.
Then get my day on. Yeah. So yeah, that was my first guitar.
Okay, so you and your buddy started playing and jamming.
Yeah. So we got to playing, and we were in a we were in a band. We were probably really bad, we were playing songs that didn't have guitar solos because none of us really knew how to play guitar solos. Right, yeah. So we were playing like Cold Gin by Kiss, and it was, because that's a great song, but there's really not a guitar solo that really crazy in it. But yeah, I mean, we call ourselves Black Moon.
Black Moon.
Yeah. And
very mysterious.
Yeah. And then I moved to Tennessee and
Oh, that's the move to Jackson.
I moved to Jackson, so I left my band and my buddies that played there, and so I had to make all new friends. And
then did you keep playing?
I did.
So is this something that even since that day you've just been a player?
Yeah, since that day I've played, in high school, or in Jackson, I was in some other band. I found some other guys that played and all, but I mean I was only there a year, and then I went off to college and stuff. So, but I'd always been, just playing, in the bedroom, at home, just playing and learning stuff and all. And yeah, so I've always played and I've loved it. It's been one of those things. It's one of the best things I've done. I would always recommend, it's like, if you can do something that you will enjoy as an adult, as a kid, then carry on.
Sure.
Do that for sure.
And starting it young is key. It helps. Mm-hmm. It's hard to start playing any instrument in your 20s, 30s, 40s. It just gets harder and harder.
It helps, when you're in your teens and you're like upset. You don't have a job and you don't have all this.
Exactly.
You've got a lot of time to dedicate to an instrument.
Absolutely.
So
for sure.
That was good.
And if you're thinking about playing as an adult, you need to take into consideration how much shit you have to lug up and down stairs in the venues. At this point, I wish I'd have taken up jazz flute.
No doubt. Jazz flute.
Invest in light gear.
Yeah, especially bass players. I have a big 410-inch cab and two of them if I really want to get
if you really want to get jiggy.
Yeah. But when we rehearse, all I need is my in-ears. We just go up to Jimmy's studio and
that is nice.
It is blissful.
Jimmy has spoiled all of us with in-ears.
That is true.
If I'm a little late to rehearsal, it's because I'm walking up the steps. It takes me a little longer now. Yeah. I'm coming, guys. Hey. I'll be there in a minute. So let's jump ahead, and if we miss anything in between,
sure.
But in some of the notes you gave us, there's a funny story. You were at a pharmacy manager meeting, which sounds like a party.
Yeah. You get a room full of nuclear pharmacy managers together down in Orlando.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. And it is on like Donkey Kong.
But you had a band.
Well, okay. So
and then you get to sit in with them. So tell us that story.
So that was cool. It was a manager's meeting. Our company was headquartered in Orlando at the time. We had pharmacies across the country. And so some of the other pharmacy managers played different things. There was one guy that played drums. And there was this band that was called Back to the Future. No, wait. No, not Back to the Future.
It sounds like a movie, doesn't it?
Yeah. Back to the 80s is what it was called. Yeah. But it had the Back to the Future kind of sign, kind of like we have with our band.
Super original.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Nobody ever thought of that.
Yeah, we were very original with our logo, for sure.
But they were playing, and we're playing all these 80s stuff. And they said, hey, if anybody wants to sit in with us, we'll be happy. You can sing and play guitar, whatever, blah, 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 And I told Dennis, who was the drummer, I said, hey, man, we need to play a song or something with these guys. And so then I'm thinking to myself, okay, what song do I know all the way through and the solo too? Because that was like, that's a bad thing about, being a bedroom guitarist is like, you learn parts of songs that, you
the
think
cool
parts. The cool parts of the song. But it's like, well, what did it
Yeah.
actually do on the bridge here?
Yeah.
But so we said, okay, well, I know Crazy Train. And so we'll do that. And so we got up there and I played Crazy Train, and it was so awesome. It was like being on stage, and
this is the first time you play on a stage with a band.
This is the first time I played on a real stage with a band. Our high school bands, we we played for like a birthday party or something, in
but this
somebody's
is
backyard.
This is a paid gig for the band with a PA, the whole deal.
This was the legit, kind of thing. And I was like, this is awesome, And so we played that, and then we wound up playing Ain't Talking About Love, and then they just went into Rock and Roll All Night. Assuming I knew the song, which I was like, okay, I don't really know this song, but I'll just kind of the other guitarist.
Now you're getting the real dosage of
like,
what it's like.
Okay, the guitarist that I was playing his guitar said, "Hey," he was like yelling out the chords. Oh yeah,
it's very similar to playing with Sean Few.
Yeah, very much. Yeah, he's like, okay, guys, we're gonna play this song.
He calls it cover band boot camp. It's true.
Yeah. But I did that, and I had a great time, and everybody thought I was so cool. It was
You're
like,
the star of the night.
Yeah. And so I thought, why am I not doing this in Memphis? I mean, this was so fun. I really enjoyed this. So let me see what's available. So went on Craigslist.
Yeah, there was a day it worked.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah,
and there was this band called the Rants that was a 4-piece band, and they were looking to add either another guitarist or a keyboard player. And so I called them and said, hey, I'd love to, try out for you guys. And, and he said, okay, well, sure. Well, here's some songs, learn these and we'll
What was the list like?
They were like 60s, 70s, 80s, classic rock. And I
now 2000s is a classic
yeah,
rock.
I know, right?
I know. Yeah.
I know.
So it was a little. I mean, I wasn't very familiar with the 60s and the 70s as much, but I could do some 80s,
Yeah.
And so I played with them, and they were very. It's like, hey, yeah, we it didn't take them long at all to call me back and say, hey, yeah, we want you to join. So,
cool.
So that was great. I got to be in a cover band here in Memphis. Did
you gig often? What was the schedule like?
We gigged some. I mean, it was we played at Neil's, but we tended to play on the patio on the side outside at Neil's. In
the dead of heat, in the dead of summer.
It was like super hot. Yeah, some of the first pictures I have of me gigging is outside in shorts. With my day on,
Your day on there.
Yeah. And, so we played there some. We played different parties kind of around and all. And that was kind of the basis of Night Call. When we were with the Rants, what happened is the lead singer had some hearing issues, and he was kind of advised by his ENT to say,
fortunately for him, your wife knew exactly what to do.
Yeah. Did you call Melissa? Hey, I got a patient for you.
Yeah. But his doctor advised him to maybe you don't need to be around the really loud music all the time.
I fear that's going to be me in the next 10, 15.
So he left, or he said, hey, I'm going to give it up. And it was kind of his band. He had kind of started it. And then at the same time, the bass player had a bunch of other side projects going, and he said, I really need to step away too. And that's when kind of Stephen Haynes came onto the scene. We had advertised that we needed a bass player because we were trying to replace our bass player. And so he had said, hey, I play bass, I'll be happy to come. And so we had kind of set up a time for him to come in and play with us. And then that's when Andrew is the lead singer's name. That's when he said, hey, I really got to step away. And so there were three of us, the guitar player Mike Krause, and then Craig Grotsky plays drums for them, for us back then. And we said, well, let's jam with Stephen Haynes and see how this goes. And Stephen was like, yeah, I can do lead vocal stuff too. And I had been doing more and more vocals too in the Rants. So Night Call was born when Stephen Haynes joined us, and Stephen and I just split the vocals pretty much down the middle.
Nice.
He did a half and I did the other half, you know. And so it was kind of nice because then we, one person wasn't on the hook to sing everything. And I was getting more and more comfortable singing and playing at the same time because that was the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Playing and singing was tough. I could, now that I'm more more better at playing.
More better.
Now you're speaking my language.
Mo better.
Let's dumb this.
I'm more better
You
at
gotta dumb
playing.
this shit down. Thank you.
Now that I'm more comfortable playing the parts on guitar.
Glad that degree got you there.
Yeah.
Where you are today. Mo better.
You can only put on
Mo
air for
better.
so long. Yeah.
This nuclear medicine is mo better.
Mo better. Steve's Mo better Nuclear Pharmacy. Come on down. Yeah. But so yeah, we worked together in Night Call for a good long time.
Okay.
We were playing several gigs around town. The Cove, Highland Pub. We played over at Neil's played there. Several different places around. And then Mike Krause, the lead guitarist, he said, I really need to kind of step away. He's wanting to kind of retire, from the gigging and all. Yeah. And so he said, that's when we were like, well, do we want to continue as a three-piece or what? But I really like bands that have the two-guitar sound.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
You just really fill it up nicely.
Yeah.
And most songs that you're covering have that rhythm or the second riff part to it.
Yeah.
But let me speak on your singing, because I'd seen you. You don't do any lead singing in Gen X,
No.
but you throw in when you joined the band. And I was like, wow, he brings some good backup vocals. But then I really got to see it because of Back in Time, right in the studio when we were starting to rehearse. And man, it was like, whoa, secret weapon here. Like we didn't realize that, that you really knew your range, and you knew, and our buddy Tom Slagle, sort of our pseudo, vocal
chorus director.
Yeah. And he would just be like, can you go up here, this, that, and the other, speaking a language I'm not familiar with? And you were just like, yep, boom, boom, boom. And you knew, just able to hit all your parts along with Josh and Jimmy and Tom. 4-part harmony, bam. So you're a really critical part to the harmony of the sound.
Fun. Yeah, that's one thing. Singing, I've always been comfortable doing that. We grew up in the Church of Christ, which is traditionally all a cappella singing, worship. And so, I grew up with 4-part harmony, tenor, bass, alto, soprano. And so, I learned to read music just by doing it and singing it. And so that's
that tuned your ear.
That really helps. Yeah. So I was very comfortable with that. The singing and playing at the same time was the tough part.
Right. and Jeff can sing too. I always put that out there, and he's like, no, not really. I'm like, no, you can sing, but it's the playing while doing it, right?
Yeah. It's impossible.
It's difficult, But I've really enjoyed, the backing vocals there with Gen X. Adding a little bit of a different layer to it. It's just been great. Yep. It's been a great run.
Yeah, you and Kevin Koss sound good together.
Yeah,
it blends well.
Yeah. For sure.
And John Austin, he's a great singer.
That's right. So now he brought in a vocal as well.
And Kevin Greenberg, he sings maybe 2 or 3 sentences.
Yeah. He's got his certain stuff that he sings.
He doesn't do much. He doesn't do a lot.
Are there any songs on your list that has like a shout that you could do, Jeff?
Well, there's a no, but there is a song we do by Bowling for Soup, and it starts off with a woo-hoo, and that's Kevin Greenberg's.
Oh, that's his moment.
That's his moment.
But we got to figure out a place for you.
Yeah. My place is behind the drum kit without a microphone.
Well, all right. So that band fizzles.
Yeah. Our drummer needed to retire. Mike said I need to step away. So
it leaves you. That's just you and Stephen at that point.
Yeah.
Right?
And when Andrew stepped away and when Stephen came on, that's when I kind of was like, let me see what else is kind of happening because I'm not sure what's going to happen here. And Max Patterson had posted, hey, anybody interested in playing some Queensryche and that kind of thing? And I'm like, ooh, that sounds like fun. So I went
more
and jammed
fun.
with them. Yeah, that sounds like more fun. Yeah. So I played with them.
Better fun.
Yeah. And that was one of the iterations of Chasing Angels, that I was in.
Which is the lineup I saw.
Yeah.
At Neil's, it was a benefit. It might have been a Kitchen and the Cross. It was you, Alan Bone, John Davis, Kerry Scarborough, and Max.
Yeah, that was that was Chasing Angels. The first one that I was
1.0.
Yeah, 1.0, yeah.
Right.
Or maybe 2.0, because I think they got the name Chasing Angels from somewhere before. But at the time, I mean, we were trying out different drummers and bass players and stuff, and so Junior Grant was with us.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And he and JP were playing with us, and we did one gig. Junior was like everybody's friend. He knew everybody, of course, Junior Grant. And so he got us, we were just learning, we had about maybe 10 songs that we were close to being able to play. And he said, okay, I got us a gig. We're going to play at Neil's. And so we're like, well, we hadn't even decided on a name yet. It was
and
like,
we need 20 more songs.
Yeah. And so I remember we were at Pickwick on the boat, and it was like July 4th weekend or whatever. And this text thread comes like, hey, we're gonna do this gig here, and we're like it. And so we're like, well, nothing like working under pressure. And they said, well, that's what we'll call ourselves. We'll be Under Pressure. So we did a first gig. It's Under Pressure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with Junior Grant and JP and
Who's JP?
John Patrick.
Bass player?
Bass player. Yeah.
Okay.
He's,
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so he played with us, and it was fun. And then anyway, lots of different personnel changes and stuff like that until we wound up being where we were when you saw us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if that's how you come up with band names, then I fully expect the Mo Better Band
The Mo Better Band
to come out here in the next month or two.
The Mo Better Band.
That's right. That's right.
And you be the lead singer, Jeff.
It would not be Mo Better.
Right up front.
Yep.
And then I'm looking at the notes that you gave us, but there obviously you mentioned Fret Not.
Mm-hmm.
You and I did a stint there with Stephen Haynes and John Gilreath.
Yeah.
Or is it Gilreath or Gilreath?
Gilreath. Yes.
Sorry, John.
Yeah, John. We go back to Harding days.
You don't remember my name?
we screw up names more than anybody on earth.
Yeah. So I actually knew John back at Harding in undergrad, and then we wound up, coming and going to the same church here in town and stuff. So, yeah, he's great keyboard player. He plays with he's played with a lot of different bands.
Right.
He's currently playing with Almost Elton John.
Right.
Okay.
The second keyboard for them. So,
Okay.
yeah, great.
But
guy.
that was a fun little stint that we
was
did.
fun.
My whole reason for stepping aside from that was I wanted to do a Huey Lewis tribute band, and it took a while for me to get the pieces in place, but it finally worked out.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're doing. But now Stephen Haynes has moved on, and he's with Tilt.
Tilt,
cool.
yeah, very
he's
cool.
out there gigging every weekend.
He's crushing it.
Looks like they're having a blast. So
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to go see them yet, but
They stay good and busy, too.
Yeah.
They're out there.
Yeah.
Can't miss their bass player.
No, he's lit
no.
up like the 4th of July.
Tony G.
Tony G.
Yeah.
I don't have any of the fun stuff that he brought into the studio. Like when y'all did that.
You're good.
You can't dress like he dresses for Huey Lewis. It just wouldn't work.
It really doesn't work.
So, burning question. What goes through your brain when Jeff reaches out to you about this project that he eventually called Mo Generation X?
Mo Generation X. Well, it was interesting because, I think he messaged me on Facebook and said, hey, give me a call, And I had seen,
And Sean Few is the person who put your name in my head. So thank you, Sean.
Thank you, Sean.
All right, Sean.
Yeah. Yeah. So
yeah, that was why I reached out to you, because he said, "Hey man, you should get with Steve Taylor. He's a great singer, great player." And he wasn't lying, man.
Yeah.
You mow better.
It's because
You mow better.
You mow better. It's because of Stephen Haynes that I got into Sean Few's orbit, kind of thing. Because he would do this birthday gig,
He meaning Stephen?
Stephen Haynes, yeah, and
Along with Josh, right?
Along with Josh,
It's like an annual
yeah,
gig
it's like
they
an
do.
annual gig they do at Neil's, and this was the inaugural gig that they
Okay.
did there, and so he was like, "Hey, we're going to put this together, and I'm going to play with other people that I've played with, and Sean Few, and it was going to be Jimmy Fulp on the first go around, but wound up being Jacob Turner,
Okay.
played drums." And of course, Josh, on guitar,
Right.
And so he let me play with these guys, and I'm like, "Oh, this is awesome!"
Yeah.
It was a really good time. So
So that's how you get on Sean's.
that's how I got
radar.
on Sean's radar, and
Okay.
yeah,
and then he refers you to Jeff to you.
Jeff to me, and then he reaches out to me, and I think I was like, hey, it looks like Gen X is really getting some traction, because y'all were playing a lot,
Yeah.
And so it was a nice little surprise when you texted me, and and all. So
I forget. So who was the other guitar player before
Cobble.
Jeff Cobble? Yeah.
Oh my God! Come on! Oh my God, Cobble! I don't think he watches or listens anyway. But I'm sorry, Jeff. A very old, close friend of mine.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
sorry,
we wound up going out to dinner. Melissa and I and
Sure
Jeff
did.
and Susan, kind of got together and said, So it was a good little deal.
Yeah, dinner went well.
Good deal.
Mm-hmm.
He said yes.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That was not the one I was expecting. Oh, God.
I don't know that it went that well.
I'm sure it went very well. No, but so how long has it been now with you in the band?
Well, Gen X has been going for just over 2 years total.
And I just had my 1 year anniversary.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So you've been with
only
us
been a
there you
year.
go.
Yeah.
Feels like it's been longer than that, though. So. No, it's been great.
Yeah.
It's been a great ride. So.
Yeah.
And then when Jeff brought up the Huey thing,
Yeah.
and it was a discussion for a while, and then when it finally came to now we need to find some guitar players. Bam! You and Greenberg were the first call.
Yeah. And honestly, I mean, Kevin Greenberg is great to
Absolutely.
work with. I mean, I can't imagine a more agreeable person to work with.
Which is why it's shocking Jeff fired him.
I know. Yeah.
What's up with
Not
that?
happen.
No, he was busy and just had things going on. And
Well, honestly, I think he wanted to do it because I asked him. But I don't think the music, I don't think Huey is really as big a deal to him as it is to us.
right,
Yeah. I love everything about Huey Lewis in the news. And
and we were all grateful.
yeah.
Greenberg, because it's like, okay, we can move on now. We were had rehearsed once.
Yeah.
It was just that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we were like, who should we call?
And then Jimmy Fulp said, hey, what about Josh?
Hey, I know a guy. Yeah.
And Josh was able to add a 20th band to his list.
Right, yeah. Are you sure Josh has time for another band? Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, sure, no problem.
And then over time, we were like, okay, we were five piece.
Yeah.
And yes, tracks. We were like, okay, we got keys, so we need keys so we can do tracks. But then we're like, but man, Tom Slagle would be pretty badass because he also plays the sax.
Yep.
And he was nice enough to come join us as well. So bam, that's how the six piece came together. And man, that first show we did, minus me having to play on a stool and all, my own world was what it was.
Yeah.
But I thought it could not have gone better for our first show. It was such a blast. And thanks to the Heartless Camp for splitting the night with us. I mean, it was just a great night. At Neshoba.
Right.
It was awesome, yeah. And I had gotten so much good feedback from people that were there, that saw us and talking, oh man, tell us when you're playing again, kind of thing. So.
Yeah, I wish we knew too.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're working on it.
So tell us when we're playing again, Jeff.
Well, we have a Gold Strike coming up in February.
In February.
So
in fact, there was a guy last
there.
night at Orleans and said, hey, what we were talking about, the Huey gig, and he was like, "Yeah, I was out of town when that happened. We're playing again." So
yeah, it will get there.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
We always said we wanted quality over quantity
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Next time though, your bass player needs to be standing.
We need
we need you to be able to do a little, little tap dancing.
Yeah.
A little tap. I had a funny moment, because part of Mario something the bass player for Huey, part of his deal is he plays with a thumb pick. So I was like, I want to nerd out and learn that, and I did, and it's fun as hell. But because I'm sitting after the first song, I go to do something, and the thumb pick just bling, bling, flies off my thumb and lands on the floor, and I can't reach it.
You're like, oh no!
So I had to ask our lead singer in the moment, Huey Lewis, "Hey, come here."
Hey, I need your
and
help.
I'm pointing. He's like, what? I'm like, I need my pick. Can you get my pick? It was just fun. Silly moment.
And you know, Jimmy had to be like, what the hell, man? You couldn't tell it from my vantage point or from the audience that there were any nerves. Jimmy just crushed it.
Absolutely.
But he tells us after the show that he's sweating. He's like, oh, man, I was so nervous. It was just crazy.
You wouldn't
And
have
it's like, they got this dork behind me asking me to get his damn pick.
I was just trying to take his mind off things, you know?
I thought he was sweating so hard because he had that rug on his head.
Yeah, that rug and that jacket he was wearing, too.
While I'm talking about guys saving my life that night, I got to mention Josh.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Josh.
Because, and everyone that's either playing in a band currently or has played in a band that does tracks or in-ears, and you get your own monitor mix and everything, you have an iPad with your own board, you can control things. You know things go wrong, so I'm not saying anything that isn't new. But sure enough, between sound check and showtime, my iPad somehow disconnected from the Wi-Fi.
Oh, no.
And we kick off, boom, all tracks and keys. I mean, blistering. Like, I can't hear anything else. I'm like, oh. So I go to my iPad and I'm like,
Right.
and the faders will move and then move right back to where they were before. And something's going on. So after like 4 songs of me bitching back there, thank you, Josh. Josh was like, oh, wait a minute. And he took his phone and he found my mix.
Your mix.
He's like, what do you want, man? I'm like, kill the keys and tracks. Gone. I would love other adjustments, but this isn't the time for that.
This is the most important.
Just kill these 2 things, and he did, and and it just made the rest of the show pleasant, and then I drop a pick, and then Jim. After that, man, it was great.
Everything was great.
It's funny because I was unaware of any of that.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that happened about the pick. I didn't know that happened about your in-ears. I was like, I thought I was doing great. So
I didn't know about the pick, but I knew about the in-ear situation because, of course, Derrick and I are right next to each other on stage. He says something to me, and I'm like, dude, I don't know shit about any of this. Like, I'm a drummer.
Yeah.
You know?
So, what if I would have thought better on my feet? If I were more smart.
No pun intended.
Yeah, if I could have thought better on my foot.
yeah,
I would have just reset my iPad and reconnected. And that's what it was. You know,
That's what IT will tell you every time.
Yeah.
Have you rebooted it?
Yeah, restart.
yeah. Oh, let me try that.
But you learn as we go. You know,
Boy, this went off the rails in a hurry.
Yeah,
What
I
are
was
we
like,
doing?
This is cool.
What are we talking about here?
This is cool.
All right, so musical influences. I love asking guitar players this question because I got to figure Eddie Van Halen fits in there somewhere.
Yeah,
Usually does.
He's like, he was the guy that everybody wanted to be like.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
he just kind of reinvented the whole, rock guitar thing.
Right.
But I mean, I also liked there were other guitarists that I like that I necessarily can't play, but I
there's
love
tons
their
of drummers I love and
Yeah.
can't touch.
But
Say that again. Say that again.
No, I won't.
No,
That
I want to
needs
make
be
sure.
erased.
No, say that again.
I said there are tons of drummers that I love, but I can't touch.
Oh, that's so sad. Where is it?
Where is it? Don't dare play the freaking springy thingy.
No, I'm not. There it is. Damn it.
But I'm ching.
But no, I mean,
Steve is rethinking his life choices right now.
Where are we going here? Yeah. No, it's all good. So, but I thought Vito Bratta was one guitarist.
Oh, dude.
that just was.
I would have to put him right up there with Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah. I mean, and he was kind of similar in that he did a lot of the tapping and whatnot. But he was he was one of those guitarists that. It's like he couldn't just go from one note to another. He had to do some kind of a little sweepy thing, or he had to. Yeah, it was so.
And he was so
well done.
The word that comes to mind when I hear his name is melodic.
Yes.
Everything was so melodic and just, for lack of a better term, pretty. It was just some really pretty playing,
Yeah.
I loved White Lion.
And that's the thing. I do prefer a more melodic, type style versus just straight up shredding.
Right.
You know,
Spoken from the man that plays a BC Rich. Over here.
Well, you know,
I keep waiting on him to pull out a Warlock.
What's so funny is seeing you play the BC Rich for a Google Dolls song.
That's funny. That's pretty good.
You commented on
I
that.
did. I was like, man,
first gig, it's
totally
like, so you
fits.
pull out the BC Rich for the Goo Goo Dolls song. If you'll notice now, I don't play it for that one.
Oh, no, I wasn't picking.
No. It's good.
No, I don't want it. No,
it's good.
No. Do what you want, bro.
No, I play it for all the other songs but that one.
Now you need like a flying V for the Goo Goo Dolls song.
That's awesome.
But no, I've always liked the harmony guitar solos and stuff. You know, bands that have, like I mentioned before, bands that have two guitarists. I think just that the full sound. Iron Maiden, you know, Judas Priest, Rat. You know, all those guys had two guitars.
And all that dueling solo.
Yeah. Stryper. Oh my goodness, those guys were. I love me some Stryper.
Okay.
And not just dueling. I love a guitar solo where both guitar players are playing the same thing,
Right, in harmony.
but in
Harmony
a
guitar.
different spot on the neck.
I spoke wrong when saying dueling.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
That's what you meant.
The harmony playing.
That's what I'm thinking too. Yeah, harmony.
Yeah.
In fact, I got in probably the most trouble as a kid, as a high school senior. You know, we were in Jackson, and Stryper played at Mud Island Amphitheater, and it was on a Sunday night, and I knew if I asked my parents, "Hey, can I go see this concert on a Sunday night?" Well, no, we have church Sunday night. You can't go.
Right.
You know. And so I just went, you know, I went with my buddies. We drove to Memphis, you know, before cell phones, all that stuff, you know.
So
and
screw you, parents.
I just went, you know, and I got back home and I went up to my room and my guitar was gone.
Oh no!
And I'm like, what? You know, and she had
trouble.
they had said, you know what, we can take this thing away from you, sir.
But did you tell them the kind of band Stryper was?
I did. In fact, I said, you know, okay, look, in my defense, you know,
I went to church.
they said Jesus more than they would have said it at church Sunday night.
It's like the biggest worship band you'll find.
I know. Yeah.
They handed out Bibles.
They were throwing out Bibles. Yeah. So this is a Christian rock group. You know.
Do you think if you would have walked in with one of those
With the
exact
Bibles,
Bibles, this literally was handed to me, would they have given you guitar back?
Well, I didn't catch one. You got to catch one of the Bibles. You know, they don't hand pass them out at the door. You know.
Stryper is the only concert I ever went to that I got on the front row.
Really?
I saw them from the front row at Auditorium North Hall here in Memphis.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a good show.
But that was they're great. I mean, and Oz Fox, their guitarist, he could be a lead singer on any band. He's an amazing guitarist, and he had a voice like crazy. So yeah, if I could be Oz Fox,
that's a cool name.
You know,
That is cool.
Yeah.
I've always wondered if that's his real name.
I doubt
I'd
it.
probably say no.
That'll be a stage name.
Oz Fox.
Oz Fox.
What's that short for?
Yeah.
Are there vocalists that catch your ear more than others? Obviously, Oz Fox is one of them.
Oz Fox was good. Yeah. I mean, Jeff Tate of Queensryche. I mean,
Gotta go there.
You can't really beat him. No. You know, he is just ridiculous.
Yeah, he is. And still doing it at a super high level.
Yeah.
They just played Minglewood, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Seemed like there was a lot of people at that show.
Yep. Another band with two guitarists. Just
Yeah.
If we're keeping score here. So
Keeping score.
But they haven't been anywhere near the same since DeGarmo retired.
Yeah,
and started flying airplanes.
yeah, that was sad. But
They're old guitar players.
Really?
He's an airline pilot.
Chris DeGarmo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like
He wants to fly high
Bruce
in a different
Dickinson?
way.
Yeah,
now.
Bruce Dickinson flies and
Yeah.
he's an astrophysicist or something.
That guy's like
He's
he's
insane.
a Renaissance man.
Right.
He does everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, man, this has been boatloads of fun.
Is it that
been
time already?
It's been better fun.
Better fun.
Mo better
Yeah.
fun.
Are we really at the end? This is crazy.
We're
Okay.
well, we got about 5 minutes. If we want to try to hit the 60-minute mark.
No, I was just curious. I'm it goes so fast.
Time
when you're
flies
sitting.
when you're having fun,
Yeah.
baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is there anything we're missing? Well, I mean, I know there is because you gave us 3 pages.
It might have been a little overkill, So yeah.
What kind of amps do you use?
I do.
To the gearheads out there, what do you play for Google Dolls?
I do.
Double Marshall stack.
That is the
BC
one song
Rich.
I have the slide guitar solo on. So yeah. No, I like tube amps. You know, I play a Marshall DSL 40 on stage a lot.
Did you bring an amp to the Huey gig, or did you use a modeler?
Yeah. I used an
Okay.
amp. Yeah.
Okay.
And so many people are going to the modelers. You know.
I mean, Josh.
You know, they love them.
Absolutely.
And I'm not opposed to them. I just it's kind of like you got. I don't know. I've gone down this road now. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I hate to go the other way.
Well, it's all in what you're used to.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But if I get to where I start having a whole lot of trouble with pedal boards and all that stuff, then it's like maybe it is time to go the other way. And
Jeff Cobble should go to a modeler.
Wasn't he your original guitar player?
He was.
That's right. I thought so.
I make fun of Jeff all the time. I don't think there was ever a rehearsal or a gig that I played with Jeff where he didn't have some issue with because he
Always.
dude, his pedal board is the size of this table. He's only got like 100 pedals
and put together by bread ties. Sorry, Cobble, but it is a squirrel's nest.
It is.
Yeah.
So we love you, man, and sorry I forgot about
We
you.
love him, man. He's sitting there laughing right now. You know he is.
I thought you said he didn't listen to this.
Probably not. Probably not. But well, man, that was good times, man.
I do need to shout out to my wife.
Do that.
I gotta say she has been my biggest supporter through all of this.
Yes.
She's at
And
all
a great
the gigs.
singer.
Yes.
She is a great singer as well.
At some point, she will be joining Huey on stage to do the cruising duet.
song. Yeah.
Yeah, because she wants to
She's
sing
a
that,
great
and we want to have her.
vocalist. She's a good soprano. She's very supportive. She's a great cook as well. So
Is she Mo better?
She's Mo better.
Nice.
She loves to play mahjong, or what is it called?
Mahjong.
Mahjong.
What is
If
that?
anyone is interested in learning to play mahjong,
What is it?
hit me up.
It's some Japanese game.
It
I wouldn't
is.
know anything about it.
she would say you're so wrong, Jeff.
Is it like a drinking game?
Is it anything like quarters?
Is it kind of like quarters? It's kind of like dominoes, but no. It's a Chinese tile game that is taken off like wildfire.
I said
right
Japanese.
now. Japanese.
The
Chinese.
important thing is it's a knees.
It is an ease. Yes. Love you, babe.
Where is it? There it is. All right. Well, before we say goodbye to you, the audience, please go follow us at therhythmsectionpod.com. There you'll find our entire catalog of episodes, links to our YouTube, Apple, Spotify, Facebook, and Instagram.
Thanks to our sponsors. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, you can email us at therhythmsectionpod2022@gmail.com or reach out to us on Facebook. Just tap us on the shoulder.
That's right. And thank you to all who have donated to our Venmo and CashApp at the Rhythm Section Pod. And Mr. Steve Taylor in the house. Thank you so much. You did a great job.
Thank you, fellas. Thank you.
And as we record this on Sunday the 5th, I'll see you tomorrow night.
That's right.
We will see you tomorrow night at rehearsal.
Back in time rehearsal.
Yes,
in time.
at One Broken Snare Studios.
Mm-hmm.
And
Absolutely.
missing Josh Haynes on this one. He's out of town,
that's all right.
right?
Yeah, we don't need him.
We don't need him. We don't need him. We don't need him. He'll just show up and know the song already anyway.
He already knows the song. What are you talking about? Yeah.
Josh, Misty says hi back.
We'll leave it there. Thanks for watching and listening, y'all. Take care, bud.
Bye.